You doing mute me?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the journey. Here's Steve.
Hey, boy, you getting good with that. You know what, Diane? I just feel bad. I have to threaten you all the time. But hey, I can play. I love it. And whatever you do. But the thing is, but that graph number 2, that round circle. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Cause remember now I have to direct it at a real person, right? I just can't have nothing out there in the air. Where would it get you? So if you're going to show something to someone that you do, it's got to be a real character you can show it to, right? You ain't gonna show it to nobody that's close to you, but you're made to show it to the one across the board. You see how every time there be an opposite side. I don't care what it is, there's gonna be an opposite to it, because that's the way it's made. Everything gonna be like at that table, all the way around it. What we got to do, you got to balance it by seeing both sides. But if I give you something from your side, from wherever, I got to come to you where you are on the ground to give it to you, right? I can't stay where I am and say, come to me. You can't move on that graph. In other words, wherever you fit in, you're already there. You see how we going around the graph? All right, now you got to be connected to it. Now I can do the whole graph, but if you got to give your vision to someone now coming through me, if I do the whole graph, I'm not inside of you, but you're a woman, right? And by you being a woman, and then there's the white woman, y'all women together, right? I do the whole graph. So you can't see nothing the white man do, can you? No. Look at the graph. Because the white man on the other side of me, and I come to you going which way? Mama, daughter, sister. So if I do the whole graph, for me and you both to see the whole graph, which way you got to go? Back the way you come from towards me, to the white man's side of. You got to go to the woman's side where you connected. I'm connected to both sides. Because I got to show you, because if I hadn't been there, can I show it to you? No. Can I show you something I was taught to believe? No. Can I show you something Abraham was taught to believe? No. Can I show you something that you was taught to believe? No. Ain't nobody inside there but you, right? Yep. And if you let somebody teach you to believe something that you don't know inside of there, and you believe you're going to be saved through your smartness, can anybody change your opinion being right there? Nope. But if they come right there with a sledgehammer and bust it all up, and you see it ain't nothing, and you stay there, that means that you as bright as you think you are. You crazy as hell.
Not as bright as you think you are.
Yeah, because if they bust it all up, they have two sides. You know, and if you can't be in both of them at the same time. If you was gonna write a letter, you don't write it like, dear John, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are you today? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because you're running from house to house, right? You'll eventually might get the letter there, but it's gonna be all gapped up. As you get higher, the numbers get bigger and bigger. You can't use them both forever, can you? No. But you're gonna live at it hard, right? But if you shut one down, you can write a letter, then go to the county and do all you want, right? Yeah. If you're running from one to the other, you're doing yourself some good or some bad.
Sounds like some bad.
Okay, but if you stop being torn between those two levels, because as long as you keep you're loving the numbers and you're loving the letter, right? But they found in different places. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
But if you got one and you ain't got the other, you don't know yourself what you got to do.
Yeah.
Everything you look out there and see, ain't none of that can ever be done again. Everything you heard, ain't none of that gonna be done no good. All these things of Jesus, they was done back in the old Bible days to stop the Bible days, and it started from the John the Baptist stuff. If you got anything beyond that he didn't put into the story, what good it's gonna do with the things I'm saying? That's what inside of my house. It ain't nothing like his. You know, his inside of mine. The things are inside of you. You got to find them, just like the numbers and all that kind of stuff. You think you put them there? Do you think you put them there and we just coincidentally put the same ones there that go out through eternity? Is that what you think? But anyway, so anyone who's coming around that graph where she got that X mark. Now that's where we are. You're getting the black from the center coming around. Now we got to go on around this thing, the white woman part, right there. Now, if I go directly to them, what good that's gonna do the black woman part of me? I do it. But if I would lighten up the board, which way I got to go next? You got to start right there, right? And that first, right in there, at the first of that, going that way. But once they get around there to the white part, that'll be the whole circle.
Okay, you mean this way?
I know what we're doing, right? We all got to see things the same. I see the whole thing. And this is the thing where you see it by. You come around there as you go, it's got to unfold. Once you see the whole, you don't learn the damn thing. The spirits are in place. How you gonna learn the numbers? You got to move inside of you, step by step, until you see them. Every time you move inside of you until you see something, you use it inside of you. It don't make, once you see what's inside, it don't make a damn what's outside. You know, it's all the devil. It showed, the first verses we put on here, it showed you. The devil was kicked out there. Him and his thing, they're in the earth. They're not inside of your body. They're outside. Anybody you meeting on the outside, is it from the inside?
No.
Anybody you waiting on the outside, is they in here right now?
No.
Anything you don't see inside of where you are right now, it ain't yours. You know why?
Mm-mm.
It's only two lovers. You can't be torn between them. You got to love one and hate the other, or you're going to despise one and cling to the other. You can't serve them both. The math won't allow that to be true, right?
Okay.
You just like that one cursor, and you're going to be in two places at the same time. You think that's going to work?
No.
And you think that's God's going to teach you some kind of way that's going to appear for you in the next life? Could God teach you that?
No.
Your God got to be a spirit. He got, all the spirits are inside of you, right where you are right now. All of them in there, you're looking through my eyes now. But but you're trying to hold on to the outside, you ain't thinking, let that shit be out there when you walk back out there. And they're gonna say it's gonna seem like nothing. But you got compassion. You're gonna feel sorry for, especially your family members and shit. I said, damn. You try to show them the world, they say it's crazy. I say, hey, how is it crazy? They're not no more than everybody else. You ain't smart by knowing what everybody else know. Are you? Lil Wayne won't be remembered forever because he knows what everybody else know. You know, because if you know what everybody else know, what that mean? You being you, or you being a Frankenstein monster created for everybody else.
Frankenstein.
But if that's all you've seen all your life, right? Rah, rah. Oh, something fucked up here. Oh, okay.
Stop sharing.
Let's do away with the graph. We got a graph. One thing about this thing, I appreciate you for letting me put offended, because I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the thing coming up. But I'm using you as the, the soft target to land on. You my sister. Well, I'll punch you back, brother, but you can take it over.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
We fell from the same tree. I've been telling you that your whole life. And we fell from the same tree. You do know I know you know I know how to do shit. And if I were going to show you, how I'm going to show you the high stuff first. That gonna make some kind of sense. Because if a person could be the best in the creation at calculus, and the person can't count, what damn good that's gonna do? Everything had to be tied together. That's why going around the graphic, you can't put a jump in nothing nowhere, because you move around inside of it. You don't learn nothing outside of you. Nothing, ain't nothing out there. Anything out there that can't come inside, how is it real?
Can't be.
Okay, so is it real if it takes you away from the inside of yourself?
No.
Because all the real things is found where?
Inside.
Okay. And that seems so simple to me. I mean, but the inside is where the dreams are. But the only thing I know now, I have to warn you, because I know everyone got one spiritual doctrine they brought to the planet. And some got a whole bunch of everything. Everything you see comes from that Spirit of Christ. But they way more than that. All that ain't nothing. Y'all didn't dream. You've been there before. Every single person been there. Don't worry about them out there. When you come in here and you see something, you go back out there with them and you see it's wrong. You try to put the right thing out there. It's the seed. It's told you got to put the seed in the damn ground to change the hearts of the people. You can't change the world. Open the door so the one who got it can come back inside. Ain't gonna be no out there. Hey, all I'm going to the grave. The whole thing gonna burn. Right here, what you're looking at, he's told to want to be called away. How you gonna be called away to look at something and not be out there and still be out there? Because you're not out there, you're inside. We spiritual beings. You've been tricked out there. The people in the spiritual being, look at Bezos and what's the name, Zuckerberg, all of them. Well, you think they know where it's going? They follow what's inside of them. They can't come over here and look at this house. People inside themselves, you can't come out to go and see what's inside of somebody else. How? The person got to show you what they do. Whitney Houston got to show you what who do from inside of where. What she done inside of her, that's her spot. No one can ever hit that spot from now on but her. You'll have Whitney Houston likes and this, but they're of that character. But Michael Jordan gonna always be Michael Jordan. Ain't nobody gonna ever take his spot in history because he created his own winner. How you gonna get in that winner? I use the people that we're working with right now from the side of the table. Now, what we look like over here with the black woman going towards the white woman, discussing the white man thing, but that makes sense to you?
No.
So you go nowhere because everything got to be connected from one to the other. Once it's connected, you can run through all of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I was over here doing the things from the white man side of the table, we trying to go toward the white woman side of the table, that'll be all fucked up. That ain't gonna work, right?
Okay.
You got to go there by going through them, right? You can't jump over nothing before you get to the next one. You can't get halfway to the damn vowels and say, hey, think I'm gonna skip them. You know that ain't gonna work, right?
Okay.
Can you get them wrong?
No.
Can you get anything wrong?
No.
You don't have to guess. Come up with what first. We use it as a judge. So whatever you say, if you fake it, well, I know the truth.
Well, you know what I'm going to say. Of course, you can get it wrong, but
No, but I need to react from you. I'm not out there. I ain't never been out there. I don't know, but I know it's got to be something. I've been hard as hell my whole life, and I'm the one know how to do everything, and they know it. So it's got to be something. I don't know. You know, I get with people. We do all kind of great things right there, and we go the other way. That nigga crazy. Won't let nobody do it. You don't build a house like I do it. You do it by the rule, right? You can't build it like you do it or he do it. You got to do it like it's done. When you do the 2 + 2 = 4, can you do it any different than what it's done? Can't nothing. Everything got to match exactly. So if you got something that you can't use and everything got to match exactly, does that mean you got something or you don't? It's got to match exactly, but you can't use
I don't have anything.
it. Okay, well, but you got to know that yourself. Because all your thing ain't what's outside, that ain't shit. You can't pay that no attention. That's outside, that's in the world. Spend your time inside of you. Can you go wrong on the inside of you?
No, it's not. I hope not.
Huh?
I said, I hope not.
No, you can't see it. How can you go wrong inside of you? You go wrong where? Inside or outside?
Outside.
Okay, where you get in trouble at? Inside of yourself or outside of yourself?
Debatable.
How can you get in trouble inside of yourself?
That's not what depression is and all that.
Listen, on the
That's not what
inside,
anxiety is.
no, but on the inside, there ain't none of those things that trouble you. Ain't no time, ain't no dying, ain't no hurting, ain't no none of that. It's the dream place. That's where you be with. Well, you don't be there now because your window closed. You have nightmares. The heaven is the place of the dreams. Everything you see is somebody's dream. It's got to fit in. That's your dream. When that child lay in that crib, he sees where his spot go. He grab his shit trying to show you about what he won't turn loose. You be like, go do this, go do that. You can't do that. Teaching what you know and want to do different with it. Think about it now. How you gonna teach the children the same thing you know, and they're supposed to do something different with it, and you know nothing can't change? The same books you learn from, how old is it? Thousands of years. Who wrote them? But you looking at Justin Bieber and writing their own book. He on the YouTube. Yeah. Now he just all over. He plastering this stuff to be here forever. And the church say, hey, them guys the devil. Look at they doing God's work and creating. Yeah, you're right. They'll get away from them. Yeah, y'all can't be that crazy for real. I don't care. You got to make your own. The thing is built on people's stories. You can't rehash nobody else's story. The story got to come from inside out. You can't disappear outside and appear inside. You got to come back in when somebody gives you an opportunity to. You don't get but this one. Because it don't go backwards. Once the door closes again, who fault is it? Because what you're missing, the only thing that's happening is right now. You ain't gonna stay 1 minute behind right now and come to what right now too. You got to get all about that. Come here. When you come here, be here. Here's right now. It will slowly brighten up everything for you. Anything you're looking for, it ain't gonna be seen here now. You know that, right? Because it's not here now. And if you're looking for it, where is that? Where is that right now with you? It's inside of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not here, and you looking for it. Where's it gonna have you? Yeah, you ain't gonna be here, so it's good. You got to be where you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and we got to put it out there. It seems strange to have to put these things out there, but the book goes. Don't be offended. How in the hell you gonna be offended with the truth? You was wrong. Someone showed you right, and you gonna be offended? That ain't the way it works. In other words, that can't be. If you didn't know how to swim, and I showed you, and you saved yourself, you're gonna be offended.
Nope.
But when they tell you they're gonna be offended, you gonna believe that. It ain't what nobody says, it's what they do. Remember now, it ain't but two. Everything you see got two choices. You can't mix the choice. You can't take the good here and the bad there. Every single thing you see, it's got two choices. One inside, the other outside. They ain't never gonna mix. You can have either one. You ain't never gonna mix it. When you go to that damn door, one side is one side and the other side is the other. They ain't gonna mix. That line is gonna be there. You can knock the wall down. That door was ever there. That's where the line at. It'll be change the whole form another day. You got to change away from that to something else, so it's gonna be right there. Right or wrong? Did we do the verse thing? Yeah, we need to read the damn second chapter of Mark. We do that?
Well, we can. We have about 2 more minutes.
No, I said we got it set up for that, right?
Yes.
The thing is to tell a story. You can come all over the place. If it ain't telling no story, but now the thing about this, I got to do it in all 4 of those different characters. Because we're going around the table, remember? So, I got to do with the white, we got to get telling the story. I got to do the black woman story, the black man story. It's got to go around the table. Because you can't jump. How you gonna jump? What we doing is leaving the thing. It ain't gonna be nowhere, so I ain't got to worry about doing it no damn. I ain't coming back. I can't go back. I'm way up the other way now, but I come. It's just like the whole thing is just like inside your body. You see the whole thing, but the space thing going too. And all of this is on the damn on that Facebook page. They show you the whole thing. It's out there with the Google thing. All the stuff got inside of you. That's where all the things coming from. You got to use it. You got to go past the technology. You can't, there's a cell phone. That's the end of it. That's where you want to be. You got to use the things that it's inside of you. You got to climb up through the inside of yourself. It's in the cloud. It's the place of the dream. You coming in with somebody, with me, or with you. I'm showing you. And anybody from this tick around the board, everybody can come in through there. What it do is get you to the inside. But the ones who can see it is of your character. We didn't show this and that, but the thing of Christ is made up of 12. That's the children of Israel, the 12 characters. And he just goes them up in 144,000. He expanded. But my time expanded them in gazillions over gazillions. Well, it's a long story. But it's at the beginning of that Facebook page. You looking like it's, I might have to, ain't nothing to me now. I don't question the problem. I don't want to preach. This your thing. I don't know what you're doing. I'm talking to my sister. Can I do that, please?
Okay.
But only thing is, I appreciate you for recording it. We talk all the time. It ain't changed. They think I'm crazy. I ain't crazy. I got every damn thing. It's inside of you where you get the things at. But if you bring it out, where else you going? You got to stay there with it. I bring out things with them, and they want to do it. You can't do it like you want to do it. Everything works exactly like it worked. It worked right there forever. If you stay there, you'll be right there forever. You got to change through the things. It don't ever end. On the inside of you. Leave the world outside. Don't worry about them. Every one of them on the inside too, the real parts. But you can't tell it from being at the door. Okay. Is it time?
Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to listen to Mark chapter 2. Sorry?
I'm going to let you do that. I'm out of here.
All right. Bye.
Chapter 2. And again he entered into Capernaum after some days, and it was noised that he was in the house. And straightway many were gathered together, insomuch that there was no room to receive them, no, not so much as about the door. And he preached the word unto them. And they come unto him, bringing one sick of the palsy, which was born of 4. And when they could not come nigh unto him for the press, they uncovered the roof where he was. And when they had broken it up, they let down the bed wherein the sick of the palsy lay. When Jesus saw their faith, he said unto the sick of the palsy, Son, thy sins be forgiven thee. But there were certain of the scribes sitting there, and reasoning in their hearts, Why did this man thus speak blasphemies? Who can forgive sins but God only? And immediately when Jesus perceived in his spirit that they so reasoned within themselves, he said unto them, Why reason ye these things in your hearts? Whether it is easier to say to the sick of the palsy, Thy sins be forgiven thee, or to say, Arise and take up thy bed and walk. But that ye may know that the Son of Man hath power on earth to forgive sins, he saith to the sick of the palsy, I say unto thee, Arise and take up thy bed, and go thy way into thine house. And immediately he arose, took up the bed, and went forth before them all, insomuch that they were all amazed and glorified God, saying, We never saw it on this fashion. And he went forth again by the seaside, and all the multitude resorted unto him, and he taught them. And as he passed by, he saw Levi the son of Alphaeus sitting at the receipt of custom. And he said unto him, Follow me. And he arose and followed him. And it came to pass that as Jesus sat at meat in his house, many publicans and sinners sat also together with Jesus and his disciples. For there were many, and they followed him. And when the scribes and Pharisees saw him eat with publicans and sinners, they said unto his disciples, How is it that he eateth and drinketh with publicans and sinners? When Jesus heard it, he saith unto them, They that are whole have no need of the physician, but they that are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. And the disciples of John and of the Pharisees used to fast. And they come and say unto him, Why do the disciples of John and of the Pharisees fast, but thy disciples fast not? And Jesus said unto them, Can the children of the bride chamber fast while the bridegroom is with them? As long as they have the bridegroom with them, they cannot fast. But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and then shall they fast in those days. No man also seweth a piece of new cloth on an old garment, else the new piece that filled it up taketh away from the old, and the rent is made worse. And no man putteth new wine into old bottles, else the new wine doth burst the bottles, and the wine is spilled, and the bottles will be marred. But new wine must be put into new bottles. And it came to pass that he went through the cornfields on the Sabbath day. And his disciples began, as they went, to pluck the ears of corn. And the Pharisees said unto him, Behold, why do they on the Sabbath day that which is not lawful? And he said unto them, Have ye never read what David did when he had need, and was an hungered, he and they that were with him? How he went into the house of God in the days of Abiathar the high priest, and did eat the showbread, which is not lawful to eat, but for the priests, and gave also to them which were with him? And he said unto them, The Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath. Therefore, the Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath.
All right, thank you. We'll talk to you soon.